Hey guys, welcome back. It's Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Rooster Teeth again. We talked about Rooster Teeth the other night and the situation they're finding themselves in with some really negative Glassdor reviews.
Yeah, you're going to have to fill me in on what's going on since.
Yeah, so since we did that video, this thing kind of exploded all over the internet, and it actually has resulted in Rooster Teeth making a public statement about it.
But before we get to that, make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe, yeah.
So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Sub for Geeky.
Sub for Neon.
Sub for both of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So anyway, this has made the rounds. I think a lot of people who are fans of RWBY in particular are sort of shocked at the working conditions in the animation industry.
Yeah, I'm not. This is
actually, I mean, I'm not going to say it's normal, but
it's not unheard of.
It's not unheard of, especially in animation and in FX, and gaming especially is a huge one. So I think people's eyes were opened a little bit to just how bad things were over at Rooster Teeth, because that does seem like they're really understaffed. It does seem like they're really trying to churn out as much content as they can, and especially with all of the other crap going on with Warner Media, with Otter Media, and this consolidation.
It's constantly changing. It's every other week, it seems like somebody else is owning it, consolidating it, whatever.
Right. So, of course, it found its way to Reddit, where there's a big, huge, massive thread talking about the Glassdoor reviews. Said that a third of RWBY or less made for free because no one gets paid overtime. A third or less made for free. Nobody gets paid overtime.
That was one of the quotes that was on the Glassdoor reviews as well.
Right, and it was actually confirmed. I guess one of the animators came out and said, or actually one of the creators of Nomad of Nowhere, Jordan Whitman, came out and said publicly, confirmed that Glassdoor reviews are true. So, this is sort of becoming, and it seems like the reviews have really ramped up in the last couple of months.
Right. If you haven't checked that, go watch the video.
Yeah, go watch the previous video. We'll put a link to it in the description, and you can see for yourself some of these reviews and, kind of come to your own conclusions here. So Rooster Teeth, because there was so much backlash just in the last day or two, really, it's only been a couple of days, they actually released a statement about this, and they're promising they're going to do better. But I have concerns, and you'll hear the concern in this.
You have to fill me in because I didn't get to look at this yet. So
so this is coming from Matt at Rooster Teeth. Our response to the recent Reddit thread about Rooster Teeth animation 9 hours ago. We have seen the recent messages about Rooster Teeth's animation studio related to crunch, and want everyone to know we take these concerns seriously. We acknowledge that we could have better managed our animation pipeline, and we apologize to all who have been affected. All the people who have worked 100-hour weeks.
Well, they were complaining too that the management teams worked 40-hour weeks and everybody else had to put in extra time.
That is a very common scenario, especially at advertising agencies. I've been there myself, where you were expected to work overtime, but the boss would leave.
For you, so
I know. Over the last several months, we conducted a review and have taken several steps to improve communication and workflow to ensure we have a studio where people are happy to come to work every day. We are announcing today new measures on the road to improvement.
Well, at least the pressure is making them try to do some improvements.
Yeah, hopefully it's not just lip service.
Yeah.
We'll see. Effective today, we're moving forward with a previously planned change in our producing and creative structure. I don't think it was previously planned. I think this is
hurry, do something
quick, put the fire out. Gray G. Haddock is stepping down as head of studio for animation to dedicate himself to a strictly creative role. With Gray's help, we have been in the process of hiring a new production head of the department who will be responsible for the overall producer hierarchy and staff management. We want to thank Gray for his hard work and dedication to growing the animation studio over these years, and are excited to continue working with him in this new capacity. Oh, wait. Just wait to see who's coming.
I have words. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Further, we are consulting with experienced leaders in the animation industry on our workflow pipeline, production structure, and other areas to enhance the workplace experience for our staff. Margaret Dean, the head of Ellation Animation Studios, and the person behind High Guardian Spice.
And the president of Women in Animation. Why is that necessary to mention?
The president of Women in Animation will consult with us and aid the search for a new studio lead.
So it means it's going to be a woman, whether they're qualified or not.
99.9% sure, it will probably be a
Well,
woman.
here's what I was going to say. So it sounds like Gray they're stepping him down to be in a more creative role. So I'm thinking that maybe his expertise in his area of what he knew how to do was creating, and it wasn't so much as managing and, being the bad guy. And
right. And there are people who are, admittedly, they're great creatives, but they're not good project managers.
Mm-hmm.
And really those are two separate skills.
Yeah, they really are. I have to manage you all the time. I'm just kidding, but you are a project manager. It's so funny. He's fantastic at project managing other people, but he cannot keep himself on task.
Well, no, because my job as a project manager was to look at the whole situation and put the right people in the right place and get them to do their thing. You're so focused on trying to put the pieces together that you're not, when you try to do that for yourself and you're like, okay, there's one of me and I've got like 19 different things I have to do.
And you're not very good at prioritizing. And walks me. And I say...
I can prioritize other people, but to me, it's all important.
Right. So I have to step in. But you know what he does? It's so funny. I make lists and things and tell him what to do. And you know what he does? He leaves it lay on the counter and walks away. True story.
It's not me being passive aggressive. It's me.
He can't even organize himself enough to pick up the page. Anyway, no. What I was gonna say though too about if you watch the other video, Ellation Studios reviews were just as bad.
Yeah, that's what's concerned. The couple of things are concerned here. Well, one, this does seem to lend a little bit of credence to our theory that Warner Brothers is going to merge these studios together. When you've got Margaret Dean, who's
why would you need her to pick somebody?
Right. She's coming in from Ellation, which again, like you said, they've already got god-awful reviews themselves on Glassdor. So it sounds to me like potentially they could be merging those two studios together. Yes,
and you know what's going to happen? They're going to pick a woman because they had to make sure they made the point of saying that she is the president of Women in Animation or whatever it is, and they made sure they stressed that. Why would you stress that? Unless, I'm totally for it. If there's a woman who's actually qualified for the position, then I would say, great, fantastic. I want to see that person in the position because, we do need more women in positions. The problem is, from what we're seeing in other shows, is women who should not have been in those positions were given those positions simply because they have tits. And that's coming from a woman.
Okay. I can't say that, but you can.
There are a lot of really, really, really qualified women out there.
Yes.
Who deserve a turn.
Yes.
And I don't think that sometimes they're given the turn they should have because they don't have all the check boxes that other people have. And I don't think they're given the turn they should have because they don't know the right people or they aren't in with Flynn, they're best friends with this person or that person. And I think there are women that could be in charge, that should be in charge. And I'm hoping if they do choose a woman to do so, I'm hoping they choose a woman who's actually qualified to do so.
Put Geeky in charge and shit will get done.
It will get done. I'm not qualified for that position, though.
Okay. Well, hey, at least you can actually admit.
I would get it done.
Yeah.
But I admit I am not qualified for that position.
Yeah, but wouldn't RWBY be a hell of a lot more fun with Geeky in charge?
Brushable hair. No, seriously, I would never be qualified for that position. And nor would I take it from somebody who is qualified for that position because that'd be a shitty thing to do.
So,
anyway.
There are a lot of comments to this. This one's hiring a new manager isn't good enough if we're to take what has come out as fact. There's still the whole thing about abusing staff, threatening them to silence, lying to temps about their prospects.
Yeah, that is a big problem. That is not okay.
Trying to pin all this on one person, letting that one person go is a crappy.
They didn't let them go. They just demoted them.
It sounds like, again, I'm not absolving anyone of blame, but there is definitely some corporate machination going on here at Warner Brothers, and it sounds like they're trying to just do as much as they can do with what they have to work with already, because we do know from talking to people that AT&T is very, very tight-fisted when it comes to money. So it could just be a case of, like, we don't have any extra money to give anybody, but they're demanding that we generate all this content.
But devil's advocate also, if they're getting rid of people and they're not, and they're getting less money to work with, and they're getting rid of people or they're not getting rid of people, it's not unheard of for companies to take people who already have ridiculous workloads, dump more workloads on them, and for no more pay, which is what they seem to be doing here.
Yeah.
And you get that in other industries as well as happened to you. It happens in the school districts and things like that. I've seen it. This is not a new thing, and that sounds like what happened. Okay, the wallet got tighter, so now we're just giving you more work you have to do it for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is not okay.
And then a lot of times what happens is they put the blame on the employees, and they're like, well, you're just lucky to be here.
Yeah,
you're lucky you have a job at all.
You didn't care enough.
You didn't care enough.
You're not being professional.
You're not dedicated enough. You're not. I've heard every.
You're not being professional.
I have learned I've heard every lame-ass excuse, and it's always...
Recently, too.
Yeah, it's always to guilt the employees into doing more work for free. And sometimes it's legit. Sometimes the employees are slackers. But when the bosses, take off after their 35, 40 hours a week, and they let the employees do 100 plus hours a week, a lot of it unpaid.
Disappear for weeks on end.
Yeah, then, it doesn't hold a lot of weight. So this one here, again, this... what we're talking about reads disturbingly like every other we're listening, we're investigating, and we're changing press release that has been coming out of the gaming industry.
Yeah, so we just said the gaming industry as well. Yes, we know people that work there, and it's just like this.
Right. This may not be, probably isn't on that level, but it's a troubling trend.
Yeah, the gaming industry, it's pretty bad for some studios in the gaming industry as well.
And I don't know, a lot of like Tumblr, the animation people over on Tumblr seem very shocked.
They're surprised
that this is sort of going on. Here's the thing. Like, the difference with Rooster Teeth is that they actually do the animation over here.
Right.
Right? So you can see firsthand kind of the, I hate to say it, but the sweatshop conditions. Whereas a lot of these other shows, like DreamWorks and Disney, etc., they may do the storyboarding over here, right? And they do the scripting over here, but then they send it off to Korea or Japan, and it's magically animated, and then it comes back.
Yeah, but it's bad over there, too.
That's it. You're not... The showrunners over here, I don't think, have any idea of how terrible the working conditions actually are overseas.
Which is one of the problems they had with the money for High Guardian Spice, because it was supposed to be sent, from my understanding, that they were supposed to send it to the Japan studios to so they had some help over there, so it wouldn't be as bad. At least that's what the scuttlebutt was and what the one article had said. That was where it was supposed to go, but then we got High Guardian Spice with Ellation Studios instead.
And now we have Margaret Dean from Ellation Studios coming in to help Rooster Teeth.
To take over. I mean, to help find a new person in charge of from a woman in animation person who she oversees. I mean, picks.
Yeah, so look, I mean, if the writing wasn't on the wall before that Warner Brothers is going to consolidate its animation divisions, I gotta wonder if is High Guardian Spice, when it comes out, is it going to be CG? Is it going to be animated by Rooster Teeth at this point? I mean,
I don't know.
Who knows? But there's definitely some stuff going on at Warner Brothers. Again, look for some news about Cartoon Network. We completely expect it. You've already got executives jumping ship. We did a video last week about a major executive jumping ship to take a job that was lesser than his position.
It wasn't a real lateral.
It was not a lateral move. It was definitely a step down in Kansas City of all places. So yeah, I think Warner Brothers, all of the animation companies at Warner Brothers are in trouble. I mean,
there's stuff going on, and people said that everybody there is. They said in the reviews on Glassdor that a lot of people are taking interviews on the phone at work, trying to find places to jump to.
Yeah, and now you've got animators and showrunners, whatever, creators coming out and saying that this is entirely true. So that's bad. Now add to this the potential for the Vic Mignogna situation.
I was just going to bring that up because Rooster Teeth is not having a banner year on media and press coverage. No. I was going to actually bring that up. It's so funny you said that because I was thinking the same thing. We're married. So
round one of the Vic Mignogna defamation lawsuits, it was Vic against Funimation. Rooster Teeth was actually the first company to fire him. And they fired him very, very quickly. And
it was interesting because in one of the Glassdoor reviews, one person even said that it's very biased towards like far left politics, and if you don't agree that you're treated a certain way.
Right.
And I found that interesting because that kind of falls into why would you get rid of someone that quick?
Yeah, it was almost like you're looking for a reason to get rid of them. And the thing with Vic is he was openly conservative, openly Christian, probably didn't help his case. No. And the first chance they had, on top of all the other problems they're having over there, to get rid of them, they got rid of them.
Well, I also think companies knee-jerk react to things like, oh crap, we might get bad
press.
Bam. They don't really look into it as well as they should. Now, I'm not saying he did or didn't do anything, but let the courts decide that. Not them,
Yeah, but I do think if Rooster Teeth is on, they're in the crosshairs to also be sued.
Yeah.
This is not going to help their case.
No, it's not going to help.
This is not going to help their case, and they may not have the financial resources really to fight off a defamation case. So this is going to be really interesting to watch. Regardless of how you feel about Rooster Teeth or Vic Mignogna or any of that, This is not a good look for this company.
No, they've got this is 2 bad press incidences within a couple months of each other. You know,
right?
It's not,
and then there are
good.
things going back a couple of years ago to some one animator in particular who passed away.
Yeah.
The rabbit hole goes pretty deep. But Rooster Teeth, which prides itself on being a very progressive company, treating its
that's
employees.
how they worded it. They were very progressive.
Yeah.
That's how they worded it, yes.
Treating their employees like cattle. Basically, that's not good. That's not a good look.
So you say you're progressive. But
say you're progressive, but
you're following that whole capitalist.
Right,
Yeah,
capitalist mindset there, right? So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on this. Again, shout out. I think it was Carnival Man on Twitter who sent me the follow up to this.
Oh, he sent the follow up too?
Yeah.
Should I do a song?
You can do a song.
Carnival Man does whatever a Carnival Man does.
I don't want to know what some Carnival men do.
I have to give him a song. He deserves it.
Thank
He
you,
deserves it, Carnival Man.
We will keep an eye on this because this does give some credence to the things we've been hearing with Warner Brothers. Definitely there are going to be some changes over there for sure.
It's unrelated. Can I give a shout out about Squid King?
Yeah, you can give us.
Okay, real quick. We're at the end of the video, but I want to give a shout out real quick because I'm so proud. Squid King entered a art show for his age division, and it was a photography contest, and the judge was a very, very he's a very good photographer, and he took it very seriously and was very strict about how he judged, and he won first place, and he gave him glowing review for him because he's very, very by the book, and I was very proud. So.
Yeah, Squid King rocked it tonight, and it was a picture of Charlie.
It was a picture of Charlie, and I'm very proud of him, and I
Yes.
can tell he's proud too, even though he's trying to play it cool. So I'm very proud, and I wanted to share. So
Okay,
anyway.
So go Squid King. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Okay, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, gaming videos, art videos, news on the Rooster Teeth, Crunchyroll,
And whatever
thing.
else pops up.
Whatever else pops up.
Brushable hair, etc.
Brushable hair. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.